Some Florida workers will be getting more money in their paychecks. The minimum wage is now up to $8.46 an hour. News 5's Cody Long is live in downtown Pensacola. And Cody, talk to us about how much of an increase this is.
Yeah, Roseanne, it's a 21-cent increase per hour. There's been a lot of debate in recent years about fast food workers like those here at Subway and other restaurants and whether or not they should get at least $15 an hour.
Minimum wage in the Sunshine State is now $8.46 per hour, up from $8.25. The federal minimum is $7.25.
I think across the country the minimum wage isn't as high as it needs to be.
Donald Cunningham has worked jobs at minimum wage. He says this is progress, but it needs to be higher, closer to 15, like many have protested for in recent years. But he says not all at once.
But I don't believe that it should just be jumped from what it is now to 15. I think it should be more of a progressive rate to $15 an hour, just so that way it doesn't disrupt the economy too much.
This also means an increase for tipped employees, putting them at $5.44 an hour. Joe Abston owns the Tin Cow downtown on Palafox Street. He says most of his employees in the back make higher than minimum wage, but his servers work at the minimum, and of course they do rely on tips. Abston says these days that's really what the servers are focusing on and not so much the wage numbers.
Our front house employees, they work on a server minimum wage. The way the hospitality industry is going these days, if they're not turning the tables and making the business and walking with the cash in hand and making, tips way above minimum wage, then they're not really going to stay at that restaurant anyway.
And this is the most significant wage increase in Florida since 2012. By the way, the minimum wage is $7.25 in Mississippi and Alabama. Reporting live in Pensacola, Cody Long, WKRG News 5.